Welcome to our first video, which is going to be a list of companion videos to our book on Introduction to Java. This book is published by Smart Architectural Programming, and in this video we're going to basically go over some of the subsections of the book chapter by chapter in order to explain certain content that could better be emphasized through a video. So the first video is going to be focusing on the technical requirements section of chapter 1, which is basically telling us asking us exactly what we need to do to in particular set up Java's environment for our computer. You need to understand that if you want to get started with Java, the first step is definitely going to be you setting up your developmental environment. And we're going to guide through that process of installation and verification of the Java environment before we start coding, basically based on that book. So first thing first, you need to install the Java Developmental Kit or the JDK. You can install the Java Developmental Kit or JDK on two places. You can go to openjdk.com or basically go to Oracle's website. So I'm just going to search OpenJDK because there are certain things that you might want to verify. Java Developmental Kit is an old platform. So we need to understand which particular version of Java JDK we need to install for our video. So we need to look at and understand what is the most latest JDK available. So we open latest open source JDK, which is JDK 23, right? So we understand that. So to install Java, you can see here it's jdk.java.net/23. That's where you probably go and install the latest JDK version of Java. Now you need to also basically decide which platform you need to use it for. Linux, architecture 64, x64, or Mac OS architecture 64 or 64, or Windows x64. So that's the one that we need to use basically. So we'll download the zip file for that, and once that download is complete, we'll probably install that and have the JDK environment on our computer. We need to run the installer and follow the instructions of the installer. And after that, we also need to make sure that we set up the environmental variables on our computer so we're able to access it through command prompt or terminal on the computer itself. It might be slightly different for other computers, but I'm going to focus on Windows right now. And if there are any other, the other computers like Mac OS or Linux, if needed, we can work on that separately. But for the purpose of this particular video and the book, we'll be focusing on Windows itself. So we open this file here, and we need to extract it. So we go to downloads back here, and we ask, we extract this, extract all of this. So we're actually able to use this. Might take some time because this is a relatively heavy file, around 500 MB from what I could see. So let's see. It should be done in a few minutes. So while that's happening, we need to understand Java is a very, very fundamental language that's used in major programming projects currently. Big companies use Java for large-scale projects, and big banks use them as well. Python is more so of a utility type language. Basically, you use it to handle certain accompanying tasks. Certainly Python is growing to becoming a more integral part of the programming stuff, but when you're developing applications, Java or C++ is still the most important important language there basically. So now that we have the JDK set up, right, so we need to link the variable path or environmental variables there, but that comes later. It's a little bit different from what I've used before. So let me see. Let's see. Yeah, so it's a little bit different than what I'm familiar with JDK. Generally speaking, yeah, I just need to explore. I installed this very far back. So I need to understand, do we need to set this up, or do we need to find the installer? So I'm trying to see if what we need to do with the JDK files. So that's the thing with programming. You need to constantly explore and understand exactly what you need to do. Let's see what we need to do here.